This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of June 23rd, 2022, brought to you by That's Good HR. I'm Alex Brown. In March, Long's Bakery on the near west side of Indianapolis was named to Thrillist's list of the 32 best donut shops in America. Third-generation owner Cindy Ryan says the Indy staple's success over the last 60-plus years can be credited to both its employees and tradition.
We're not all about the fancy donuts, with a lot of different toppings and stuff. We are about very basic, simple donuts that we've had for years that people can come in and eat 2 or 3 or 4 at a time. They like the nostalgia of what they've always had.
The bakery says ownership will transition to the 4th generation of the Long family next year. Officials in Kentucky and Indiana have broken ground on the first phase of the I-69 Ohio River Crossing Project, which will connect Henderson, Kentucky to Evansville. The first section focuses on improvements in Henderson and extends Kentucky 425 to US 60. Personal finance website WalletHub has released its 2022 list of the best and worst run cities in America, and Fort Wayne comes in favorably at number 3. The cities were ranked in 6 categories, including financial stability, education, health, safety, economy, and infrastructure and pollution. Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand is made possible by the following.
With one call to That's Good HR, your hiring challenge is solved. It's that simple. That's Good HR is the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Have an HR, accounting, administrative, or customer service position to fill? Trust That's Good HR to make a match that's good for everyone, whether temp to hire, or a direct hire placement. For 22 years, That's Good HR has been handpicking employees and employers through a highly personal and authentic approach that delivers long-term results. Visit that'sgoodhr.com. Remember, the match matters.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of central Indiana's business community, and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources, unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and insideindianabusiness.com.
U.S. Steel's Gary Works will be examined by the University of Illinois as part of its study on carbon capture. Inside Indiana business reporter Wes Mills has the story.
Our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report the study, which is being funded through a $3.5 million grant from the U.S. Department of Energy, is part of decarbonization efforts to combat climate change. The University of Illinois' Prairie Research Institute will take on the research project, which is aimed at removing carbon dioxide from the ambient air around the integrated steel mill. Gary Works makes steel that is used for cars and washing machines, among other products. According to the Times, the university will study a new direct air capture and utilization system developed by Carbon Capture Incorporated. The system is projected to be able to remove 5,000 metric tons per year of CO2 from the air and converting it into concrete products. The publication reports the captured CO2 emissions are expected to be taken to Ozinga ready-mix concrete plants in Gary and the Chicagoland areas. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The Noblesville City Council is expected to vote Tuesday to determine if a controversial plan to dig a gravel pit next to Potters Bridge Park will move forward or if local opposition to the project will thwart it. Noblesville-based Beaver Materials earlier this year purchased 50 acres of farmland adjacent to the 66-acre park near Allisonville Road and Cumberland Road. The company would spend 5 years removing gravel from the site, which would then be given to the County Parks Department and turned into a lake. When Marian University students return to campus this fall in Indianapolis, they may engage with some much younger students. The university is launching a K-12 private school, offering both virtual instruction and face-to-face engagement with instructors. Head of school Alicia Schlebaugh said the pandemic revealed a need for alternative instruction.
We saw a need where parents were wanting to be more involved in their child's education. They enjoyed being able to be there, and then also the flexible scheduling that provided. So Marian University is equipped to provide a program of high quality academic status. And so I think that's really the driving force.
Marian is accepting applications right now for grades 6 through 9 for this fall session. In subsequent years, Marian will add grade levels, eventually offering K through 12 instruction. This report is brought to you by That's Good HR, the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Visit that'sgoodhr.com for more information. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.